Fabrizio Romano confirms Gabriel Jesus and Youri Tielemans moves to Arsenal. Hello everyone, and thank you for watching Arsenal official television, and make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on anything Arsenal official television has to bring to you. As long as it is Arsenal, we are definitely dedicated to bringing to you the latest. You already know what season we are in. We are in the transfer season, and we are dedicated to bringing to you what is going on in this transfer season, in the transfer sessions, right here at Arsenal official television. And a lot has been said and a lot has been done by different clubs, and the latest coming in is from Youri Tielemans, the Leicester superstar, and also Manchester City forward, that's none other than Gabriel Jesus. So we have quite a lot of stories in this section, in this segment, today's segment, but most importantly I will be focusing on these two gentlemen that have been talked about, that have been selected by Fabrizio Romano. And Fabrizio Romano said a few things about the moves of these two gentlemen, two great football players, English Premier League football players. It will also be remembered that we've got a few things to talk about, including Thomas Partey. We've got something coming in from Thomas Partey, and if you're interested, make it a point to subscribe, ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on anything Arsenal official television has to bring to you. It's the transfer season where everybody is definitely very happy to be part of this, and we are also, we can tell you that we are also very happy to be part of the process, giving you the information, bringing the information right back to you so that you do not miss out on anything that the big club has to offer to you. It will be remembered that Mr. Edu, and also who is the technical director and sporting director, and also the manager, the current manager Mikel Arteta, is working quite hard to make sure that some players, or very many players, will be coming in this summer transfer. So the summer transfer is always where most players move. The general transfer is always okay, but summer transfer is where the deals, the real deals, get done in the summer transfer. January transfer is always a little bit weak. That's why we are mainly focused on the summer transfer. We always also talk about a few things in the general transfer, but our main focus is in the summer transfer, and this is our time, and we are dedicated to bringing to you everything in the summer transfer. Right about now, there is a lot that is coming in, and you already know, as we have told you, that it is about two gentlemen, Youri Tielemans, and also one Gabriel Jesus from Manchester City, as Manchester City is set to welcome Erling Haaland. So if they welcome Haaland, that definitely will mean Gabriel Jesus is the Arsenal superstar who will be coming. And just not even Gabriel Jesus alone, very many Arsenal is eyeing very many football players that have been that are playing for Manchester City. So we have all this in this big segment, and also as I already told you, that we'll be talking about Thomas Partey and letting you know about Thomas Partey a little bit. I'll start with Thomas Partey because it's a bit breaking, and a few people have been asking me to talk about Thomas Partey's name and what has changed and what has not changed. So Thomas Partey reveals he has changed his name to Yakub after marrying his Muslim wife and changing his religion, but midfielder still be referred to as Partey when playing for Arsenal, and continuing to be wearing the jersey that will have the name Thomas Partey. And so Arsenal don't have to worry too much about that change, because critically, when you understand this, that means that Thomas Partey the name Thomas Partey will still be on. So Thomas Partey has changed his name to Jacob after marrying one Sarabella. That's the name of the lady that he has married. I tell you, love can do all sorts. Then the Arsenal midfielder converted from Christianity to Islam earlier this year. But the 28-year-old Ghanaian will keep Thomas Partey on his Arsenal shirt. So Thomas Partey has changed his name to Yakub after converting to Islam following his recent marriage to Moroccan lady, and that is Sarah Bella. However, despite the name change, the midfielder will still be referred to as Partey when playing for Arsenal. That's good news because it would have cost Arsenal a little bit. The megastore has already the name Partey on the shirt, so that would mean printing yet much more, very many more shirts including his name. But Arsenal won't go into those expenses right about now. I will let you know much about this because this is why I said I grew up with Muslims, and so at the end of the day it's the same thing. I'm already married and my Muslim name is Yakub, and that's what Thomas Partey had to say. Raised as a Christian in the east of Ghana, Partey told his national media in March that he had become a Muslim due to this lady called Sarah Bella. In mid-March, a picture of him in London with the sheikh circulated on social media as the pair held the Quran and the scripture of Islam. So that's definitely Thomas Partey making rounds right about now. Thomas Partey is making rounds everywhere, and right about now I can let you know that devoting himself further to Islam, Partey has now taken the name Yakub after tying the knot to Sarah Bella, the Moroccan lady. Actually, that's now officially his wife. So Partey featured just 26 times for Arsenal in all competitions last season as as an injury. There was an injury. Was it in January? He had an injury and suspension. Suspension and injury all curtailed by. They all led to him not playing much as we had anticipated that he would be playing as many games as he could, but he could not do that. So it will be remembered still that Thomas Partey had a hamstring injury during the 3-0 defeat at Crystal Palace at April the 4th, and this saw his campaign end short as the Gunners missed out on finishing in top 4. So that was with the bitter rivals Tottenham Hotspur. So if you've not yet subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you definitely do not miss out on anything Arsenal official television has to bring to you as we are in the transfer season and talking about a few things in the transfer, but also we are dedicated to bringing to you the latest. And right about now, the latest has been in from one and only Thomas Partey, the English who is playing in England, North London, and that is Arsenal. So let's dig deep into the transfers. Now leaving the room alone, let's get to the big deal. The transfer season is here. Transfer season is here. A lot is being said, a lot is being done deals, medicals, and much more, and we all discuss about it here in the transfer show at Arsenal official television. And right about now, the most decorated sports journalist, or you can call him the transfer guru, and that is Fabrizio Romano, has come out and confirmed Gabriel Jesus. He said a few things about Gabriel Jesus and also Youri Tielemans, and we've been talking about these two gentlemen for quite long. And right about now, the transfer guru, I don't know what other name we can call him, but the sports journalist, most decorated sports journalist Fabrizio Romano has come out and said a few things about these two gentlemen and their moves to the great club Arsenal. So Manchester City Manchester City have gone ahead and contacted Arsenal still to make sure that everything is going on as planned, everything is going on as well, because the agent of this gentleman, the agent of Gabriel Jesus, definitely was also interested in knowing how far this was going, and he is very much deep into this, and he wants to understand and know everything that is going on in these transfers, where his man, where Gabriel Jesus will be heading. And we can confirm to you that Gabriel Jesus will definitely be heading to Arsenal. So Gabriel Jesus's agent, it will be remembered, Gabriel Jesus is 25 years right about now, and that he still has a little bit of time. So Gabriel Jesus's agent, Marcelo Patinati, that is Marcelo Patinati, that is Gabriel Jesus's agent, who has been from here. At first he was in Manchester trying to get a few things, and was in a Crown Point North in Manchester, and from there he had to move from Crown Point North, where he had a meeting with some Manchester City officials at Crown Point North in Manchester, and they had to discuss the future of this gentleman. That's where this gentleman, the agent of Gabriel Jesus, Marcelo Patinati, was spotted, and he had to travel again, and was spotted again in North London, trying to make sure that things go on quite well for this gentleman, or for his lad. And when he reached North London, he went with the Arsenal management and tried to make sure that he can bargain a proper fee for this gentleman. But Stan Karionki had already sealed the deal, saying that he's willing to pay him twice. He's willing to pay him as much money, more than he was being paid at Manchester City. And this was meant, this is meant to make sure that he comes to Arsenal. So definitely, we are definitely very happy to see this gentleman coming in, because Fabrizio Romano, who is a sports transfer guru, has confirmed that this gentleman is definitely going to Arsenal, and there is no club whatsoever that is more interested than this gentleman, or even willing to give what this amount of money, this much money. There's no club that is willing to give more money than Arsenal. So Arsenal is definitely one of the best, and waiting to make sure that everything is done, finished, and accomplished, so that this gentleman comes to the club, and he can play with the likes of Bukayo Saka and also Smith Rowe. However, still going to Bukayo Saka, people who were asking about Bukayo Saka, let me see. Bukayo Saka, there are still a few possibilities that he could stay at Arsenal, but Manchester City are quite busy wanting this gentleman to go and play football at Manchester City. A very young lad that we would not wish Manchester City to take. That will be, we could say, that is broad day theft. Manchester City taking this young lad. So Mikel Arteta, I think Mikel Arteta and the technical director should make sure that this gentleman does not go, because he is a big asset. He's a proper asset for the greatest club in the world, and that's Arsenal. So that will be a big blow in case Bukayo Saka leaves Arsenal, and we are looking forward to make sure that Bukayo Saka possibly doesn't go. But you already know that whatever will happen, whether bad or good, for us, we're dedicated to bringing to you information. We just threads of information. We pass information from the club and then down to the fans, and that is our main reason and purpose of being here. Otherwise, you can also use the super chat. You can use the super chat and give us some money if you like. If you want to support us, that is that well, you can use the super chat, and possibly you can give us some money, and we will say thank you for being part of us. Otherwise, this is the greatest time right about now, because in this period, if you do not do the shopping well, you will lose out. Any club that will shop badly could be heading to the relegation or missing out on Champions League football, or even a much better place. So that definitely means that every club is trying as much as they can to make sure they shop the best players either, and Arsenal is also saying that they are definitely not missing out on this, and that is definitely very, very good information, because Fabrizio Romano entering this and saying a few things about Gabriel Jesus, about his move, and saying that it's no longer a rumor that Gabriel Jesus is wanted or needed by Arsenal and will be heading to Arsenal very soon, and that definitely means quite a lot. And we can comfortably let you know that this was on a phone call when he was talking to us, and we definitely liked the idea that Fabrizio Romano has confirmed the move for this gentleman to go to Arsenal, and we are very happy also to let you know, pass on the information that Gabriel Jesus is heading to the greatest club, and this will be one of the best decisions that Arsenal will have made, because many of the strikers have left, and you already know that this is a very good striker, a very well disciplined striker who has scored very many goals in the Premier League and away and out of the Premier League. Gabriel Jesus has done and performed quite very well. So the fact that Alexander Lacazette is going, that means that a very good stroke excellent, actually if not very good, an excellent striker, an excellent forward definitely is needed in there, and that's the person that we are now eyeing is Gabriel Jesus, because Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang definitely left, and right about now I can tell you that we are definitely happy to receive everything. So where you watching from, which part of the country you watching from, make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on anything Arsenal official television has to bring to you. And right about now, you know that we are in the transfer season, talking about sports right about now in the transfer season, who is going where, who is definitely not going to leave Arsenal, and who is leaving Arsenal. And right about now, you know that the main person, the main focus we are having right about now is none other than Gabriel Jesus, and it is a confirmation from the Italian sports transfer guru, the Fabrizio Romano, who has definitely confirmed that things will be better for Arsenal in case they sign this gentleman. And we have also come out and said it is the best thing to do. If Arsenal sign this gentleman, it will be the best thing that the club has definitely done. So make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on anything this great club has to bring to you. We are always live every time, so you do not need to miss out on the transfers, because when it gets to this time, we are always live every single day. So let's dig deeper into the Leicester superstar Youri Tielemans, who is also set and has decided to join the biggest club in the world. And right about now, I can confirm to you that Youri Tielemans is also one football player who is also dedicated to getting to Arsenal, and Fabrizio Romano has also confirmed the coming of this gentleman. And as a matter of fact, that leaves Arsenal with quite a lot of money to spend, actually not even spend. That means that Arsenal will have to make sure that it can spend the little money it has in either buying very many players, maybe small players, and it builds from those small players, and make sure that things get better, develops talent, and possibly sell in the near future, or buy these big players and make it a point that they can make money through possibly making sure that they can maybe go for Champions League football or things like that. Where are you watching from? Which part of the world are you watching from? Make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on anything Arsenal official television has to bring to you. And right about now, as we are definitely heading into Youri Tielemans details here at Arsenal official television. If you've not yet subscribed, please do the needful. Make it a point to subscribe because we always live. If you do not subscribe, that means you could be missing out on a few things that we could be saying, as the transfer guru Fabrizio Romano came out and talked a lot also about this gentleman. So let's get deep into this gentleman's move to Arsenal. So Youri Tielemans has been spotted by a few clubs. Very many clubs have been trying their level best to make sure that they can have this gentleman. And it will be remembered still that this gentleman cannot go to these clubs because of a few reasons. Because he mentioned that it was him growing up, he liked watching Arsenal, more especially when Arsenal was under the management of Arsene Wenger. So he has, for some reason, he's been always trying to make sure that he can get football, I can play football for this great club. So I can see some people saying they're watching from Nigeria, others saying they're watching from Canada, others the United Kingdom, United States. Thank you for being part of the podcast. Thank you for being part of Arsenal official television, where we're definitely dedicated to bringing to you the latest information about these transfers. And we are in the transfer season, talking about now none other than Youri Tielemans. Youri Tielemans, we need to understand Youri Tielemans' move to Arsenal and why we think it is definitely the best move that Arsenal could definitely do. So let's get a little bit into Youri Tielemans. People have been wanting to know very many things about Youri Tielemans, and I'm glad that they right about now are going to be receiving the latest from Youri Tielemans. So Youri Tielemans delivers honest verdict on his Leicester future amidst Arsenal move. So Arsenal transfer target Youri Tielemans has admitted that leaving Leicester City this summer is not just a question, but that is definite that he is leaving. He is leaving Leicester City. So the North Londoners are looking to a central midfielder this summer, and Arsenal official television understands that Youri Tielemans has been heavily linked to the move to the Emirates Stadium in recent times, and the Belgian international has less than 13 months left remaining on his contract with Brendan Rodgers' side, and he has now admitted that the move from the East Midlands club cannot definitely be rolled out, and it is definitely coming any time from now. When asked if he could leave King Power this summer, the talented playmaker said, these are his words. This is what he said. That is not out of the question. I feel very good at Leicester. I was welcomed with open arms from day one. I give everything from the club until the last day. But of course, you have to listen to other opportunities. You have to look at your career, and sometimes you have to make choices. Maybe one will come in the 90s reported, and also I will be very happy to play for yet other clubs, for example the Gunners, who have definitely been wanting me for a very long time, and right about now that's what he said, that he will be moving to the Gunners because the Gunners have been looking for him, and he has also definitely been looking forward to play for the Gunners. So if all conditions, if all terms are agreed, and the money is definitely favorable, that will be quite good, and we will be telling you that it is something that definitely will lead the big club to yet another victory. So Make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on anything Arsenal official television has to bring to you right about now. As you already know that we are in the transfer season, and in this show we give you everything you need to know in the transfers, and right about now we are going to be giving to you everything you need to know in this transfer season. So we are talking about the Arsenal transfer news. So the Arsenal transfer news right about now, we are definitely going to be talking about a few people, and as you already know that we will be talking, we've already talked about Bukayo Saka, and there were a few reports about Ousmane Dembele joining Arsenal, but I think that was definitely fake. So and Arsenal have already signed Gianluca Scamacca's partner, and that's also we will be talking about it. So Gianluca Scamacca, very talented young player. So let me see what else I can bring to you, what you definitely need. You can also get into the comment section and tell me what you definitely need to know. So let's get down. Let me see what I can bring to you right about now. Arsenal transfer news. I need to let's dig into Bukayo Saka's saga much deeper. So Arsenal confident Bukayo Saka will sign new deal despite Manchester City speculation paper talk. So Romelu Lukaku's plan to prove himself over the summer have been reckoned by an ankle injury, and that is quite not the thing. And the fact that Romelu Lukaku was linked a bit to Arsenal, we still said there is much that Romelu Lukaku could do at Arsenal, but again, still we do not think that Romelu Lukaku is coming to Arsenal. He's been linked with Inter Milan, and right about now I can confirm to you that Inter Milan has injected in quite a lot of money for him to go over there, and they are willing to pay him much more money than what he would get at Arsenal. And Lukaku is not the mode of person that the technical director Mr. Edu and also the manager Mikel Arteta would want. I don't think they would sign this gentleman. I would consider Romelu Lukaku as a flop, and I don't think the pair would definitely sign Romelu Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku, there's no way he would have a place at Arsenal. No chance. No. I would not even push for that. I would not even give it my ears. Romelu Lukaku, I don't think he should come to Arsenal. I know he has a lot of fans, but it wouldn't be a very great move for this gentleman to come to the great club, because first of all, when he gets to a club, for some reason he's always trying to move, trying to get out, he's always trying to make sure that he is out of the club. He's always looking for the next thing, and that is Romelu Lukaku. So him coming to us then just playing for a few seasons, not even a few seasons, maybe maybe a season, and then he will be looking to go into yet another club. That's not what the mode of play that Mikel Arteta is focused on. I don't think that would be something Mikel Arteta would like. So Fabrizio Romano definitely is or has been happy about these transfers, and we are also happy for him in these transfers, because basically these transfers he's going to buy some good players out of these transfers. And a lot of players have been linked to Arsenal. Including and most of these are Manchester City players like Zinchenko, and also Zinchenko's move could be a good one. Zinchenko's move could be a good one, but I will still tell you the truth that Zinchenko's move will be good only if it's not a swap deal. If it is a swap deal for Bukayo Saka, that is not good at all. The Ukraine superstar is okay. He's a very nice football player, but I would still take Bukayo Saka and leave Alexander Zinchenko. Because Bukayo Saka is a class apart, I would not even try to compare him with Alexander Zinchenko. So if it's a swap deal, as they had earlier suggested, that we would take Alexander Zinchenko and leave and they would take Bukayo Saka. I think that would be unfair for Arsenal, and that would definitely be uncalled for. But if Zinchenko is coming to add himself to the young talents that are already at Arsenal, that would definitely be okay, and I would go for that. I would say that is definitely okay. So another person that was linked to Arsenal from Manchester City was right about now. There was someone else. Who was that? I can see him. Let me see. Yeah, who was that? There's someone else was linked. There's somebody else was linked to Manchester, to Arsenal, and right about now he's at Manchester City. Raheem Sterling. Yeah, that was Raheem Sterling. So Raheem Sterling was also focused on. There's still chances that Raheem Sterling could come to Arsenal, but he's not the main focus right about now. The main focus is Gabriel Jesus, and a lot is being done with Gabriel Jesus, and he's set to be at the club. But Raheem Sterling could come, but there is still a little bit of uncertainties in there for Raheem Sterling to be at this club. So that definitely it would be good. I would think it's a good move for Arsenal to have Raheem Sterling, but it's not what Arsenal is pushing for right about now. Arsenal is pushing for Gabriel Jesus, not Raheem Sterling. But Raheem Sterling is a good one, and they've also tried it. Also, Arsenal has tried to have this gentleman, but I can confirm to you that definitely it is not the case right about now. The headliner is Gabriel Jesus. So, as you already know, a few things are being said, a few things are being done, and we are definitely also dedicated to bringing to you the latest information here at Arsenal Official Television. Make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell. We already talked about Thomas Partey, who's changed his name to Yakub, but the Arsenal megastar doesn't need to get worried about changing his name on the Arsenal shirt, as he has come out and stated it categorically that he's not gonna change anything on his shirt, on the Arsenal shirt, because maybe possibly he will be looking forward to leaving the club at one point in time. So he thinks it is better not to cause expenses to the club at this moment in time. So Mr. Yakub, when I talk about Yakub, please, I'm talking about Thomas Partey, because now that's his name after he has been officially married to Sarah Bella, in the Moroccan superstar, a Moroccan model. So make it a point, subscribe, ring that notification bell, as we are having a talk here at Arsenal Official Television in this transfer session, in the transfers, as you already know. And a few things also, there was also Gareth Bale who was talked about. We talked about Gareth Bale the last time, and Arsenal was linked to Gareth Bale, and people were asking me about Gareth Bale's move to Arsenal. And Gareth Bale, yeah, he's a very nice one, a very good football player, and I would like him to come to Arsenal because he's a very experienced, and that's what Arsenal is looking for. Very experienced football player, and if he comes to Arsenal, that will definitely be okay, and that will be fine, and it will fill a very big gap that is in there. So the combination of Gabriel Jesus and this gentleman will definitely see the club be in the best possible. But I still not confirmed whether he will be able to come. Gareth Bale, we still not confirmed whether Gareth Bale will be coming to Arsenal. So If you've not yet subscribed, please subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on anything Arsenal official television has to bring to you, as we are dedicated to bringing to you the latest, and we want to be the first people to bring to you all this information. I'm in Kenya, but the Arsenal bosses always pranks fans. They usually joke with signings. Not really. What happens? Let me explain to you so that possibly maybe you can understand with the signings. So it's not that the Arsenal bosses are trying to joke with you or anything. Let me explain the concept of. I want to explain to you the concept of transfers. So there is a reason as to why they call it the transfer market, and actually these players always they are always on market. So when it comes to mainly like this summer transfer, like in the transfer window, it's always, sometimes it's a bid, and the highest bidder, the house bidder always takes the player. So if a player if a club offers much more money than another club, there are high chances that this player will go to a club that has offered much more money than the one that has offered lower money, because at the end of the day, the club that is selling this gentleman wants to make money, and also the football player wants to make money. So in the long run, there is always a stretch between the clubs. That's why you get this information about different clubs wanting to buy different players. It's because at a point in time, some players will offer. Some clubs will offer around maybe £50 million for a player, and another club will offer £60 million for a player, and that means that the player might have to go to a club with £60 million rather than £50 million, because definitely there will be a lot of news that will be. That's how actually it twists, and the guns are now pointing to a club that is focused in, or the club that has raised that is going to give £60 million rather than a club that is going to give £50 million, and it's actually note that the bosses are always pranking. These things are always true. These things are definitely true, that at one point in time, a football player is going to a certain club, and when it reaches to another point, to just maybe in a period of days, you'll get reports on another football club that is interested in yet the same player, but it doesn't have the money to buy. And also the club might be willing, but also the opinion of the football player also matters at some point in time, because if the player doesn't want to go to a club, he won't go to that club. So if the club is trying to make sure that they get this player and the player doesn't want, that's where you see the forces yet being directed, the guns being directed to another direction, and leaving alone talking about such a football player. And yet we are going to be talking about this football player yet in another position, or in another character. So that's how transfers move. So I hope, Jackson Patrick, you've understood the concept of transfers. I've been trying to explain to Jackson Patrick, who's a little bit confused about the transfers and why different clubs talk about different football players for a short time. That is it. That's the main reason. And somebody saying live, Steven saying live from Dubai now. Thank you for being part of the show, Steven. Then I can see Regan saying, please, we knew Man City players. Okay. Somebody's talking about done deal. I can see Solomon Abu says, I want the transfer open. Let me see. Raymond saying, let's hope so, mate. Thank you. Then we can still see a real God is saying, I want Jesus and Tielemans to come. Yeah, there's a very big chance that this gentleman, the pair is going to come. So you don't need to worry about that. Then I can see Ambassador saying, I want to see the transfers happen. Yeah, the transfers are going to happen. Just give it a little bit of time. Everything is going to be okay, Mr. Ambassador J. Then Ivan James saying, you begin with completed deals for Arsenal, okay? Then there is Ferry Andriotto, Ferry Andriotto saying, hopeful signings, Gabriel Jesus, hopeful signings, Gabriel Jesus and Youri Tielemans, and that is definitely something very, very nice. Otherwise, which parts of the country, which parts of the world are you watching from? Make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on anything Arsenal official television has to bring to you right about now. As we've been talking about Youri Tielemans and also Gabriel Jesus, a lot is being said and a lot is being done in the transfer season, and we are definitely also dedicated to bringing to you everything that you need to understand about the transfers right about now. So Youri Tielemans has already said, as you heard before, Youri Tielemans has told Leicester City that Leicester City has seen him grow up, but when a child grows up, sometimes he just doesn't have to remain in his father's home. He needs to go and get greener pastures, look for greener pastures, and that was Youri Tielemans. So Youri Tielemans could be looking for greener pastures at the biggest club in the world, Arsenal. He could be at the Emirates Stadium playing football with the likes of Smith Rowe and Bukayo Saka. So I like this young gentleman. I like the way they play their football. So the combination, if this gentleman comes in, if Youri Tielemans also comes and joins this great club, we could have hopes, or quite a lot of hopes of joining. We could have a lot of hopes of getting Champions League football. It will be remembered that he also hinted that he would love to play for a club that is, he would love to play Champions League football, would love to play for a club that is already going to play Champions League football, but that is not something that he said with all his heart, that he won't go to a club that does not play or will not be able to play Champions League football. He can come and also build, and make it a point that he plays a Champions League football. And also it's always good when you also help in the process of getting to Champions League, not just getting to what other people have done. So and somebody's saying, I hope the exchange of Gabriel Jesus and Saka is not real. No, it's not Gabriel Jesus. It's Zinchenko, Alexander Zinchenko, and Gabriel and Saka. There is a little bit of there was so Manchester City suggested that there should be an exchange of two players. Bukayo Saka should go. Arsenal can have Alexander Zinchenko, but still right about now, things did not go on as expected. So Arsenal are still at a big advantage because the deal is for some reason not going forward. There is no we don't have anything new coming in from that deal, so that definitely means that this could have been dumped. But if there is anything new, I promise that I will let you know. I'll be the first person to tell you if Bukayo Saka is leaving Arsenal. But right about now, there is a chance that he will leave Arsenal, but there is still a big chance that he might not leave this club. So Derek Odiambo says a combination of Gabriel Jesus and Youri Tielemans plus Saka and Martin Odegaard will bring a lot of impact in Arsenal. I like your thinking, my friend Derek Odiambo. I like your thinking. That is a very good one. The combination of Gabriel Jesus and Youri Tielemans plus Bukayo Saka and Martin Odegaard will bring a lot of impact in the club. Very good combination of football players, and if the set comes together, that means we could have positive results. We could be having positive results here at the big club here at Arsenal. Otherwise, which part of the world are you watching from? Which part of the country are you watching from? Just make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on anything Arsenal official television has to bring to you, as we are definitely dedicated to bringing to you the hottest, newest information in the transfer. And right about now is the transfer season, and we make sure we are the first people to give you transfer news. If it comes, if it lands, we are always the first people to give it to you. So there is a young lad that also I will be talking about, and this lad is none other than the Sao Paulo superstar, young and talented from Sao Paulo, and that is Marquinhos, the young Brazilian football player who has been equated to the likes of football players who have played very good football in the recent years, and he was equated to Neymar, and he plays quite just like Neymar, or even much better than Neymar, only that he's still young, still a very young football player, and we think that is definitely a very good thing. If he comes to Arsenal, Arsenal could have a young Neymar. He could have a Neymar version, and right about now he has gone for his medical. Youri Tielemans, I will let you know that for some reason it's not been out about not Youri Tielemans on this Marquinhos. Marquinhos has had his medical, and Marquinhos, I can confirm to you that Marquinhos is almost a done deal. Everything about Marquinhos has been done, and it's just the dates that we will give to you. But we're waiting for the results because of Marquinhos test results. Marquinhos' test results, because he already went to he has gone for a medical test at the Arsenal Medical Center. He had a physical test. He had a test at the club, so that to see how fit he is, how his heartbeat is, and everything about Marquinhos. Marquinhos, a young lad, young good player. He had his medical test done, and the results will be coming out soon, and we will be the first people to unleash his results, whether he will be able to play for the greatest club or he won't be able to play for Arsenal. And if he is, it will be a very big asset, and Arsenal will be definitely very happy to have this gentleman in. Watching you all live from Kisi Town. Kindly please may you let me know if Granit Xhaka and Bernard Leno will be available for the next season. So Bernard Leno, I'll start with Bernard Leno, and then I'll let you know about about Granit Xhaka. But Bernard Leno is definitely at the club, but Bernard Leno wants much better football. He wants to play. He wants to be in the goals more times than he has been in the goals this time round. Because Martin, when you see Bernard Leno, he's been pushed away by the current gentleman who is in the goals, and definitely. He is a very good goalkeeper, one of the best, who has proved that he has come out and proved that he is definitely the best at Arsenal. So the current goalkeeper is quite good. Is a very good one, and there is nobody that can say that he is not a good goalkeeper. So Aaron Ramsdale is definitely quite one of the best right about now, and that gives Bernard Leno a very big headache, and it pushes him away, because Bernard Leno was used to playing, being in the goals very, very much, and right about now he can be considered as the second goalkeeper, and the first goalkeeper being Aaron Ramsdale. It's been a bit of a swap officially. It's not official, but it's been a bit of a swap. But Aaron Ramsdale is the first goalkeeper. So Bernard Leno has been looking forward to make sure that he can get at least some football being played. But Bernard Leno, goalkeeper. Wow. Anyway, there was a key transfer decision about him. He was linked to Benfica before. He hinted about a few things on joining Benfica, because Benfica said he would, in the summer transfer season, he would move to Benfica. Benfica wanted Bernard Leno, but Bernard Leno is also not decided on joining Benfica. Looks he still likes the club, and he still has hopes that he will play for the club, but he's still around. And again, Derek Odiambo asked about Granit Xhaka. So Granit Xhaka, as we already know, is a very good one, and right about now I need to let you know about Granit Xhaka transfers and what's actually up with Granit Xhaka. So everybody knows that Granit Xhaka is a very good football player, one of the best football players right about now, and he has come out and proved himself that definitely he is one of the best, and he's been looked at by a few clubs, including Manchester City. So I need to make it a point to make sure that you understand what is happening to Granit Xhaka. So Xhaka signed a new contract with Arsenal last summer, extending his stay with the club until the summer in 2024, with the option of a further year. I hope you've understood where Granit Xhaka definitely lies. There is no chance of Xhaka leaving the club, despite of being linked to Manchester City that wanted this gentleman. So, but his contract expires in 2024. So I think Arsenal is still having this gentleman. Arsenal is still the favorite for this gentleman, Granit Xhaka. If you still have any other question, I can answer you. But for Granit Xhaka, it's still it's up to 2024 when his contract will expire. But there is still something in his contract that even after 2024, there could be a further year added, and that will definitely be okay. What is going on about Serge Gnabry to Arsenal? So I need to let you know about Gnabry's move to Arsenal. Gnabry, also a very good one. Very good football player, very good German football player, and let's see what he is about in this transfer season. So I'm going to be giving you what you need to understand, what you need to know about Serge Gnabry. So still has Arsenal in this. Serge Gnabry still has Arsenal in him, as Real Madrid had Mikel Arteta transfer boost, and this is what you need to know about this gentleman. The Bayern Munich star was one of once the Arsenal and had been touted with return to the club, where his senior career began this summer after contract talks have been stalled in Germany. So Serge Gnabry has been told by a fellow former Ghana forward that he still has Arsenal in him, and reports continue to circulate over potential second stint at the Emirates. And also the current Bayern Munich sensation saw his senior move begin in North London after joining the Arsenal Academy in 2011 before forcing his way into the first team and fold just a year later under the reign of Arsene Wenger. Things didn't play out exactly as planned, while Gnabry showed a glimpse of his sensation talent with the Gunners, so he soon left for greener pastures. The circumstances surrounding his Arsenal exit remain a decisive topic to this day. Some sections of the Ghana's faithful blamed the club hierarchy for being too quick to cut ties with the youngster, while others claim it's Gnabi who tried to force through his very own departure. So Gnabi, however, the fact remains that Gnabi's career has gone from strength to strength since leaving Arsenal, and he has now reached the status of one of European football's most explosive wide forwards with a keen eye on the global eye. So still on Gnabi, because somebody asked about Gnabi's move to Arsenal, the 26-year-old has lifted every club owner possible to him while playing his trade in Munich, meaning rumors currently doing rounds on his imminent Bayern exit come as somewhat of a surprise. The talk stems from reports that Gnabi's contractual demands have been deemed excessive by Bayern hierarchy, who are in turn willing to see him leave instead of forking out of the astronomical wages he is allegedly asking for. He's asking for quite a lot over there. So I think I've answered, I've let you know about Serge Gnabry, and if you need to know about that, make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell. So right about now, still we need to understand a few things again, much more things about this gentleman, and why we definitely think it's going to be something good for this to happen, and why we also think that it's going to be massive over there. So make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell as we are talking about Youri Tielemans' move to the greatest club. And Youri Tielemans is definitely coming to Arsenal, and we are looking forward to making sure that this gentleman comes, and if anything happens, we are also dedicated to making it a point so that you cannot miss it out. We want you to be the first people to make sure you get this, and if this happens, you will be the first people to know. You will be the first people definitely to understand, or to know that this gentleman has come to the greatest club of all time, and that is none other than Arsenal. So Youri Tielemans, as per Fabrizio Romano update, Youri Tielemans is definitely one of the best, one of Arsenal's right about now, and Arsenal is making as much effort as it can to make sure that this gentleman is at the club. Which part of the world are you watching from? Which part of the country are you watching from? Make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you don't know to be such anything the big club has to bring to you. And also I need to answer about yet another thing. Let me see what this gentleman is saying. Hello, how are you? Call me Idi Safi Al Majan. I'm streaming you live from Dubai, United Arab Emirates. May I know if Arsenal will sign Osmay, the Nigerian? So looking at Osmay, the Nigerian, and his possibilities of coming to Arsenal, I will not lie to you. I will just let you know the whole truth, whether bad or good. You will just have to take it with this young, with this gentleman. So we need to understand. We need to understand a few things about Osmay's move to Arsenal, and the possibilities of him being at Arsenal. Is it a dream come true for the gentleman, for the young gentleman, or Victor Osimhen? Is he going to come to Arsenal, or it's definitely just yet another rumor? I hope you're talking about Victor Osimhen, and that's what you definitely want to know. Victor Osimhen, I understand, is a very good, a young player, a very nice player, and one of the best football players. And I think Osimhen hands Arsenal £85 million transfer below secret. And if you had not known about that, I'm going to be bringing it to you because you asked, and I will make sure I'm here to serve, so I will make sure I give it to you straight as it is. So I will let you know that Victor Osimhen hands Arsenal £84 million transfer blow after secret Didier Drogba Chelsea confession. So Arsenal supporters may not be a fan of Victor Osimhen's latest admission amidst reports linking the striker to the Emirates Stadium. So I want to make it a point to bring you everything you need to know, about this gentleman because you asked. So Victor Osimhen has handed Arsenal a sucker punch in their efforts to sign a new striker in the upcoming transfer window. The 23-year-old has been heavily linked with a move to the Emirates Stadium. Enough, this latest admission could sorry. So let me let you know. Let's go on. So somebody's trying to call me and I'm live. I don't need anyone to disturb me at this moment in time. Okay, so let's go on. Some people are trying to call me. Some people have been trying to call me. So sorry about that. And right about now, we have been talking about Victor Osimhen. So the North Londoners outfit, one of the several teams linked with the move for the Nigerian international, as the technical director, Mr. Edo, looks to strengthen Mikel Arteta's front line, as previously reported. So the mere fact that while it's understandable that Manchester City's Gabriel Jesus and Roma's Tammy Abraham are on the club's radar, reports have suggested that Osimhen is another potential option. Last month, Mr. Ed was told by transfer guru Gianluca Di Marzio that Arsenal will have to pay at least 100 million euros, and that is close to 83.7 million pounds, in order to secure the striker. So that is quite a lot of money for the club, and when you see what this gentleman is capable of doing, and but I still think that's quite a lot of money, don't you think so still? So like I said, okay, Arsenal official television has also cited that Osimhen would be prepared to join the Gunners over Manchester United, because there are clubs that are interested in this gentleman, which is Arsenal and Manchester United, and also Newcastle, who are both also said to be interested in a deal. Although while Chelsea have not been credited with a concrete interest in the Tielemans, Thomas Tuchel's side have been granted an outside chance they should join the race, but that is because Osimhen has admitted that Didier Drogba has his idol growing up. That's what we didn't like as Arsenal, because saying that he liked Didier Drogba growing up, that is definitely, I could say, pass out for us. So with many of his childhood friends claiming Chelsea supporters picking the Nigerian Football Federation amidst the international break, the Napoli striker spoke on the relationship with Chelsea. So my childhood idol is Didier Drogba, Osimhen told NFF TV, and when I scored against Chelsea, the feeling, because I know a lot about my friends that are Chelsea fans, and before the game they messaged they would they don't care if Chelsea beat Lille or 5-1 or 5-2 as long as I score. Anyway, that was him, and definitely make it a point to subscribe, ring that notification bell, and do not miss out on anything Arsenal official television has to bring to you, as we have been letting you know more about quite a lot about Youri Tielemans' move. I think I've answered about Victor. Somebody is saying Kenya is from Kenya. Daniel Warui from Kenya, thank you for being part of us. Then Mugoya James says, hello, this is James from Uganda. What is Arsenal's done deal pan now? Okay, Arsenal has no, I could say Marquinhos, but we are dedicated to bringing to you everything that will be coming as the transfers have just begun. What you need to do, just get your phone, subscribe. You see that red button? Just click and make it a point, subscribe so that you do not miss out on anything. So otherwise, thank you for being part of the podcast. Thank you for being part of Arsenal official television, and make it a point, subscribe and ring that notification bell, as we definitely have been letting you know. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed about Gabriel Jesus, and also not only Fabrizio, not only Gabriel Jesus, but also Youri Tielemans move to the greatest club of all time, and that is none other than Arsenal. So Fabrizio Romano is the most decorated sports journalist and also transfer guru, and for some reason we trust what he says. And also we are definitely very happy to have you here, and we can say goodbye for now, and thank you for being part of the show.